me where you go. A place I've never known, a place I've never known. Can see it in your eyes. Somewhere that you call home, somewhere that you call. Come on in, we've all been waiting. See a people evaporating. Let's hit some no destination, come play. Got my pupils dilated, flashing lights, I'm feeling pain. I can feel my face hurting.
Just no. Oh, no, just ECUing. Got it, hockey. Well, good luck tonight in the C, buddy. Welcome on in, everybody. We got the new tie rocking in tonight. That's right. Throwing it back on y'all a little bit. Got some new pieces. We're going to be slipping them in over time. Ooh, even the jacket's wrong. The collar's wrong. We're a little bit thrown off. We're a little bit rusty, one might say. Maybe not in practice, but here we are, folks. We are back tonight. And you are right, Lefevre. Hockey is back. Nothing better than that. We are back to LG, baby. This is the best time. I will be doing games on Tuesday as well, Driz. So hit me up then for sure, and we'll make sure we get on whoever you'd like in that time. So I'm working on a couple of games that I am definitely planning to get up and running here tonight. For sure, Maryland's going to be on there. I got some love to give out here, so let me roll back some that happened earlier today. So we'll start with Riva. Appreciate the follow, Riva. Got to play with him in net recently. And Blunts82, appreciate the follow. Welcome on in. Glad to have you here on the Mezcast. We'll get the night started here shortly. Nobody's live in the moment just yet. We still got a little bit of time here before all of that will pop off. Officially 8 minutes until puck is required to be started. You've got a little bit of time before that will expire. Let's go from a Maryland stream because I know I have one of those tonight. They had their game day set up here. There we go. Spot Junior. Perfect. How's your weekend? How was your week off? How was your 4th of July? Blue Line Giant, welcome on in as well. Another Maryland player going on right there. Riva officially hitting that first time chat. Welcome on in. Glad to have y'all here. As promised, you guys will be one of the 4 games we'll show in the quad box to open. Going up against 1-7-1 Arizona State. University of Maryland currently sitting 4-5-0 right now. What's going on, Captain Carter? We're just getting everything all lined up. We'll hopefully have some cuts for you here over time. We've got some nice little integration features. I made things a lot smoother today. Oh, speaking of, I don't have my phone. This isn't going to work. Uh-oh. Hang on. Kind of need my phone. All right. 2 seconds. We'll be right back, folks. What a strong. Absolutely screwing up here before we even get started. Ugh. We got the phone now. That's required. Why? Why? Because we're doing Stream Deck Mobile now. Booman10, appreciate the follow and welcome on in. Glad you were okay with the action you just saw. We're going to have quad box action here in a moment. What does that mean? Well, quite frankly, that means I'm going to be running 4 games at a time. We'll start with NCAA in the quad box. And then after that's done, after our first round of games there, we'll swap things up further, and we'll have a combination. Yeah, Stream Deck Mobile. You can make your phone work as a Stream Deck. Doesn't give you quite the full options, but I was able to get some things set up during our time away. I think I've got some easier transitions set up, so hopefully that means things will run a little bit smoother. Always trying to get better, always trying to improve here on the Mezcast. About 5 minutes away still from a puck drop, so we'll go ahead and get ourselves into the quad box on studio. Let me get this all set up for us. You know, a couple of the games that we're going to have already, so we'll go Maryland in the top left. We trying to make it happen, Riva. We've been doing it without it. We've been doing the manual scene switching, and it's it leaves a little bit to be desired. We'll just put it that way. It leaves just a little bit to be desired with the manual switching. So we're gonna get things a little more popped off for you here. I think we've got a Yale Iowa game. That's a sub 500 game. I'm looking for a plus 500 game because I'm seeing a lot of minus 500 teams. They can't all be. Ooh, Colorado College 8-1-0, continuing their reign of last season, though they fell a little short of their desired goal in the playoffs. 8-1 through the first week. That's a hell of a week. They're going to be playing the Florida Gators, who are 5-4. They're taking on Lethbridge right now in what looks like a pin game or a warm-up. So Stream Deck Mobile is an app you can use. So I've got my my quick swaps set up on here so I can jump between the scenes as necessary. So it won't quite work perfect for NCAA. I don't have that one fully set up, but I do have some of the other ones. I mean, Colorado is definitely a contender, no doubt. Lefevre was Colorado and Florida. The other one we were trying to get up there, was that the one I have notes on? Trying to get them all popped in there. In fact, why don't we just go ahead and plan to get that one? We've got Florida with a live stream. Jacques de Red even. All right, so we got a goaltender stream. We'll make that work. Certainly it could be worse. But 8-1-0 Colorado College taking on 5-4-0 Florida. That'll be a great one. I got that one up. If you've got one other than Jacques de Red, I would certainly take it. Super Goalie comes in with Army versus Michigan Tech. Just double checking. Yeah, you've got Jacques. That's what I figured. That's what I was going to be using as well. Because he is up and available there for us. So that works wonderfully. Better put on RMU up there. I'll be on left D, says Pluto. I think I actually was looking at that one. That is one of the highlighted matchups. Michigan versus RMU. 4-4-1, 5-3-1. So a little bit more middle of the table. Could be a great matchup. Oh, yeah, and it's IKEA Manager up there playing tonight. And I think I saw that Hayden was also playing, so that'll be a good matchup. You're not missing anything yet. We'll get us plugged on in over here. You said Minnesota and Temple was the other game. Let's go ahead. We're going to pop that on. Again, if we don't get you in tonight, we'll do our best to get you coming back around on Wednesday when we cover our next round of games. Yale, Iowa, Minnesota, Temple. That game is not live, so I'm going to get a backup stream just in case we don't get that one available. What's going on, Slayer? I've got Arizona State will be playing against Maryland. Well, I'll tell you what, Iowa was one of the first ones to go live, and I've had some requests for Yale. So I'm going to put that one up. If that doesn't work for you, if you want to see a replacement of one of these games, then here's all you got to do. You got to drop 3 gifted subs. Tell me the game you want. We'll get it swapped in. Otherwise, we will work to get y'all in next time. I apologize, Bender. I don't think I'm going to be able to get Wisconsin on there tonight. So the 4 games we're looking at right now is BYU versus Iowa, Maryland versus Arizona State. What was this Army Colorado College setup we got here? And there's a lot of mid of the table here. Let's just go peek at the standings. 13 points. Wisconsin is sitting top of the table right now in their division in the Midwest Great Lakes. Wisconsin with 16 points. Ohio State 10. Michigan State 10. You said we did get Temple live. Okay, we've got some notes on that one, so we'll go ahead and bring that one up here. I've got Robert Morris's stream for sure. I see y'all are still looking for a 6th player. Everybody's actually looking for a 6th player right now. Iowa needs their 6th. Robert Morris needs their 6th. Maryland needs their 6th. The only one who has 6 right now is Florida, and they are about to run into a juggernaut. Now, of course, here's the question. How many players did Colorado College lose to call-ups? That's going to be the real question that they're going to have to deal with. After an explosive first week, and you've had some time for some teams to kind of look through. Looks like they're playing 2 guys who haven't played any games tonight, so at least 2 have been called up. Skillsy playing at right wing, and the Cooch Man, 79, playing at right D. So the right side of Colorado College, likely an interesting place that we'll be trying to watch for. Again, we will get you swapped over just as soon as we have our next setup. Super Goalie says, let's go ahead and hydrate. Will do, sir. Will do. Appreciate you greatly. What's going on, Jacques de Red? Good to see you out there. Now, guys, if y'all haven't seen, I just launched my YouTube channel. And why? Why is it important to talk about that? Because I've got a sweet top 10 style highlight video on there I want y'all to go check out. After you're done with that, I want you to go send me your best LG plays that you got. We're going to make an LG specific highlight video. If I have enough for more than 10 highlights a week, I will give y'all a highlight video every single week. So y'all give me the content. I will turn it all right back over to y'all. So go check out my new YouTube page. We've got the AHL bidding and NCAA draft VODs are up there as well. So y'all definitely make sure y'all go check that out. We're getting our first game live here. I've got to fix one thing for sure on our overtime counter. Make that 0 because we are at 0 on the night. I need one more, though. I need just one more. We don't have our hat trick counter up there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Our first game is live. It's it's Maryland and Arizona State. That's there in the top left-hand corner. Bottom right-hand corner, we're seeing Iowa, BYU get ready. Robert Morris and Michigan has matched, so only Florida, the only one still looking at this point. Grizzled Jedi, appreciate the follow and welcome on in. Glad to have you here on the Mezcast on a Sunday. Yes, we can. If we want to, working through Lefevre, he's definitely offering some help. He's got us set up with some stats. We may have some chance to go over here as things slow down just a little bit. But let's take a quick test. Let's see how things go here. This might break a few things. I'm okay with that. Oh, baby. I may have done it, y'all. I may have freaking done it. Let's put the NCAA up top. We'll leave that one always there. Oh, yes, y'all. Oh, yes. So we'll take a moment. We'll settle in here, this solo game. Bogey sends it in his own corner, but it's scooped up by Arizona State. Walking baseline. Shot denied by the leg save. No second shot follows up. Let's see if we take it back to the quad box here. Boom. Back in the quad box, and things just looking right. See if we can't just perfect these settings just a little bit more. I want it all. I want it all. I want it now. Interesting. I thought this was a League of Legends inspired playlist, but sounds more like Five Finger Death Punch. All right, our first trip, Gamer, he's gone to the sin bin for 2, number 69. He's all alone, so he's just number 6. We got a potential skater in that Florida matchup, so let me get that on. Appreciate you, Jacques the Red. Jacques the Red, of course, a long-time watcher here of the Mezcast. We've got 3 games live, about to get our 4th. We'll have full quad box at that moment. And our, we already missed 1 goal. It's BYU. Robert Morris, Matthews 34. He's going to get on the board, make it 1-0 in that game. So Brigham Young up 1-0 over Iowa. RMU, they're up 1-0. Oh, but Iowa strikes right back. Just as we're celebrating, your Daily Ryan provides, hopefully not a daily goal. Hopefully he's good for more than that, because already a 1-1 game. There's not even 6.5 minutes gone in the first. Colorado College and Florida getting started there in the top right-hand corner. And there we are, folks. We are in quad box chaos. Only way to be. Only way to be. I've missed y'all. We are ready to... Oh! Florida strikes quick. They said, we are not shook. The best killer. He becomes the first to score for Florida. Big moment for them as they take on 8-1-0 Colorado College. Elite Delta DC says, let's go UMD. OT line is going to be set at 5.5 overtimes. We'll see. I think the number is probably a little low after last time. The under definitely hit. We had 0 overtimes, but we'll see what happens tonight. NCAA, we got at least a little bit more clue on hopefully trying to find a more even game, not just some blowouts. Maryland skating in, left side, feeds towards the slot, not quite there. Elite Delta DC Gaming, appreciate the follow. Welcome on in. Nice bank pass up the right side for Maryland. Skating in, slowed, shot. Tried to get the rebound, but didn't quite grab it. So Arizona State, now they're on the breakout. 5 minutes gone between Colorado College and Florida. As we mentioned, the Gators have already scored. The Tigers have it in the zone right now. Shot off their own man, though. Going to lead to a breakout by Florida up the right side. Slowed in the neutral zone and then recovered. Iowa, they were behind, but your Daily Ryan, first he strikes to go even, then he strikes to go ahead. Ryan Costello. He said he's got to be good for more than 1 goal. Well, he certainly has done that already. 2 here in the first. Not even 6.5 gone. Oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. 7 remaining. I was looking at Florida, Colorado College. Florida on the power play here in the moment. BYU trying to get it out of their zone. Up the left side, a lot of speed. Brody. He gets hit by Brody, but it might be a charge. Maybe an elbow. Not sure officially what the call is, but either way, it's 2 minutes in the sin bin. Oh, and we don't have the updated settings here. Hey, Lefevre, whoever's this BYU-Iowa game, can we... Oh, yeah, we're supposed to have a different game there. So we'll go ahead and swap it up. Because I was going to say, there's a problem there. It's Skillsy. Appreciate the follow. Teams are buzzing all over the ice for sure. We're coming up to the end of the first. Down to single-digit seconds. Arizona State not going to be able to strike. So 0-0. The Sun Devils and the Terrapins. They head to first intermission with that scoreboard. That one's a bad one. So let's pop into our bottom left-hand game. Why is it in the wrong spot? Like I said, we may have a few quirky things going on here. We're trying out these new features, so may just require a little bit of practice, a little bit of play time, making sure everything's right. Let's see what happens. We send it back to the quad box. We're good there. Now what happens? I come here. Perfect. So we're locked in for a minute. RMU versus Michigan. 1-0. Oh, good poke away. Slapped, but the penalty kicks in. I believe that was Atkinson who's gone. Cross-checking is the... No, interference. Excuse me. Atkinson. I need the Minnesota game, I believe was the one that we didn't have up right now. Venom Liger. Quite the name right there, and it's going to stick out against the other Jon Snow, excuse me. Been better with Show, I think. Either way, opening 35 seconds, and the Sun Devils have struck here against the Terrapins. So Arizona State leads 1-0. Florida leads 1-0. RMU leads 1-0. It's only Iowa and BYU locked in a tie right now. That game's at 2 apiece. Offside's going to slow things down. 11.7 seconds until we get first intermission there. It's killer when these guys don't have a... So, hey, if you're out there, if you can hear my voice, if you ever want to be shown on the Mezcast, most important thing you can do, make sure in the bottom left-hand corner, make sure you've got your penalty settings correct. Don't be authentic in the moment. It will help much, much more easily if we can have it set up where we can still watch the game from our perspective. So that is a setting that you can make while you're in the box. You can still watch from over top. So be on the lookout for that. RMU tries to get the tuck in short side. Not quite there. Did not find a way to slide it in. Florida still on the power play here in the moment. That is about to expire. Colorado College on the counterattack. They're full-bodied. Pass to the slot. Shot. Rebound. Had to rebound wide. We'll get Swift Current in there tonight for sure. No problem, Bender. Good pass up the right side. Oh, great poke away. Arizona State 2-on-2. They look for options. They cover the backside with both players, but it's not enough. Arizona State scores behind Winthrop. McAllstar, he's going to score for Michigan. I believe that said Lucid Couples Counseling or something to that effect. Quite an interesting name for sure. We got a lot of face-offs here all the way around. Start of the second period, BYU and Iowa locked in at 2 apiece. Of course, Michigan just scored. Last second save by Hayden means it's going to be 1-1 at first intermission. We're 2 minutes away from first intermission in Florida and Colorado College. Currently, the Gators lead the Tigers 1-0. Arizona State with the biggest lead here in the moment. Blakey, bro, who you playing for? That's Ohio State, Maine. That's a 2-0 game right now. So we'll keep an eye out for that. But right now, locked in on the games that we've got. Minnesota and Temple is live, but that one did get started late. We'll keep an eye out for that one. Right now, that's a 0-0 game between Temple and Minnesota. The Owls and the Golden Gophers there. Arizona State, they're in control right now. They're looking comfortable. They're up 2-0. Maryland's got to find a little bit of a spark. Good passing here by Arizona State. Second period starts between the Colonials and the Wolverines. That's our bottom left-hand game. Again, this LG NCAA, folks. We always open here in Quadbox, giving you 4 of the NCAA games. I know we've only got 1 slot for NCAA. Well, that means we actually get to show more NCAA games than any of the other tiers. So after this set of games are up, we'll switch it up into Quadbox still, but we'll have a combination of the NHL on top, the AHL, the ECHL, and the CHL. So we'll have those in the 4 corners respectively. Respectively? Yeah. Arizona State on the power play. Appreciate you, Blakey. We may, but right now I feel like we got a good set of games going on. Want to see Maryland get back into it, but otherwise We got 2 ties. Michigan and RMU tied and locked in at 1 apiece. BYU and Iowa at 2 apiece. Both are in the opening 10 minutes of the second period. Shot from Florida, hits off the glove, rebounded out to the side. Colorado College now going to try to break out. Maryland, some good skating from the D-man. Slapped on, took a big save. Now the send up the right side, maybe just a little too far. Icing going to bring it back, so Arizona State got a big save. But now after the icing, they're going to have to deal with a short rink. And there we go, Colorado College. We said they were dangerous. Scribsy, he scribbles his name on the score sheet. And just like that, that's a nice and easy one. The one-timer. You can't, defender's just sitting there in front of the goaltender. He's got to get out there. He doesn't have enough help. He's trying to cover center man, too. That's a difficult one. Maryland trying to find some offense in the zone. Not quite there. Goes back. They'll be forced to tag up. RMU's defenders got it. Go D to D. Shot, but it's a little weak. Low. Gets a good rebound out of it. Great step by K's Pluto. Pluto, bad giveaway, though. Tried to feed it towards the slot. Did not hit a friendly. Face Toxic skating in for Michigan. Has options. Feeds to the low slot. Shot. Denied right there. We've got a goal. Sejeni Kroskin. First it was a tip drill. Picks up the rebound out front. That's hustle. That's effort. That's why you go to the dirty areas. That's how you get the job done. Speaking of getting the job done, folks, got something new for you here tonight. That's right, folks. We've got our first official corporate sponsor here. So, folks, tonight's games are hosted in the Robo Dome. Robo, your one-stop shop for all things IT, from an expansive service desk team to complex project management, cutting cyber edge security support, and enterprise-grade customer service. Robo's there to help you take the sting out of IT and let you get back to doing what you do best. For more information, contact Mezz at robo.net. That's M-E-Z-Z at robo.net. Well, they're our official corporate sponsor for tonight. Great playing by RMU. They get the shot off on. We missed a goal there. That's Iowa going up 3-2. Well, the Hawkeyes lead the Cougars. Did I miss? It is a Hattie officially. Okay, we'll get that updated. Appreciate the help out there, Lefevre. We hit him 3 times, that hat trick horn for our Iowa player. And then we go update our counter. Let's give that just a little bit of a background. Just make sure I get this about right. It's hard to see me, but I am here. We'll maybe find a new place for that hat trick counter. Not move everything. But hat trick counter and the overtime counter, we've at least got them live. That's certainly what we wanted to do. Let's maybe try here. See if this works a little bit better. This is how we've got it set up in, I think, some other screens. So many things to click through sometimes. All right, we'll see if we don't lose too much here. Final 5 seconds. Iowa and BYU in a fierce one. It was 2-2 after the first intermission. It's 3-2 at second intermission. By the way, fantastic game, fantastic setup. Second intermission comes in, and Maryland is reeling. They are down 2-0 against Arizona State right now. Gonna have to shake up and wake up and find it here in the third. Need to set the tone. Would love to score early. Speaking of scoring early, that's what Florida did. They went up 1-0 over 8-1-0 Colorado College. But after that, Colorado College has scored back-to-back. In fact, we've got a player on a Natty Hattie watch. Nope, not in this one. Scribsy, the between-the-legs pass into the slot was filthy. Unfortunately, it just bounced a little too much. Didn't quite get what he wanted on it. They keep on it in the offensive zone. Delayed penalty. This one's coming back. They're going to go grab it. Boosh. He's gone to the box for two. Cross-checking. That's a tough one, man. You're going to get called 100% of the time when you hit that cross-checking button. Brutal and devastating, to say the least. But alas, that's what we got. I'm starting to take a look towards our next games. Just seeing what's out there. Big save from Florida there. Sparky51, appreciate the follow. We are working our way, climbing and grinding our way to 1,000. Appreciate all of our new followers tonight. Riva, Blunts, Blue Line Giant, Booman 10, Grizzled Jedi, Elite Delta DC Gaming, It's Skillsy, and Sparky51, our newest one here. Feels like the emote wall's not working. Michael O35, appreciate the follow. Welcome on in as well. That's right, folks. We announce every follow, every subscription, every bit. We'll personally welcome you to the booth if you hit that subscribe button. Now's the perfect time. Make sure you get that ad-free viewing here on the Mezcast. Matthews, good passing in the offensive zone. They get a nice one-timer. Didn't have a ton behind it, though. Uh-oh, little breakaway. Michigan, can they score? Backhander, it's good! The Wolverines dancing in celebration. Uh-oh, McAllstar, Lucic couples counseling. Lucic. Colorado College down to the final 10 seconds of their power play. Yeah, the emote wall 100% is not working, and I don't know why. So let's just reset it. Colorado College, they go up 3-1. Goochman, the defenseman, is going to score. RMU, they tick one across as well. Connor Atkinson. So RMU ties things up quickly after Michigan got the breakaway backhander. Colorado College now has a breather goal, has some insurance. Maryland strikes. They've cut the deficit in half. Bogey, he's reeling in the fish. Hopefully this reels in the attention and energy of his teammates. Iowa with multiple rebound shots that are denied. The Cougars goaltender absolutely to task in the moment. All right, Maryland, they've got themselves a little bit back into this game. Need one more here. They're down to 6:44 remaining in regulation, so it is now or never. All right, let's try the emote wall one more time. If you're out there, hit me an emote out there in chat. We've got a goal, Arizona State. They get some breathe-in room once more. Murph X92, appreciate you, Bender. Looks like we got the emote wall working back again. Cause and room to celebrate. Appreciate y'all out there. Mike Fluffy, I don't recognize the name. Welcome on in. You're not a first-time chatter, but welcome, welcome, welcome. The emote wall allows you guys, when you put your emotes in chat, for it to display on stream. So, as long as we don't abuse that, we'll be able to use that. But Twitch, has to approve the emotes anyway. So we're in a decent place there. Not worried about anything inappropriate. But an emote wall is officially what they call it, so that we can, when you emote in chat, shows up. Boom, just like that. So you can bring your favorite emotes in from any chat, or you can use any of the Mezcast ones that are out there. Certainly options available to you. RMU scores to go ahead. Matthews 34. He's got his second goal of the game. The hype's coming in. We had some, I don't know how to describe it other than frogs twerking. I'm going to call that a frog twerking. You may have to throw more than one. I think you may have to throw two. Otherwise, it may get lost in the sauce out there. Budgies, 2177. Appreciate the follow and welcome on in. Glad to have you here, Budgies. Nice playing with you earlier. Boom. Yeah, I don't ignore duplicates. But sometimes it just seems like they appear semi-off screen for the number that you should see. RMU, they're up by 1, leading 3-2 over Michigan. Matthews behind the net, trying to find a man. The slot pass, no good. He recovers the puck, though, on the right corner. Get it all the way back to lefty. Slapped on. Hits off a stick, bounces over the glass, and it's gone. I think we're going to have a timeout here in the bottom right-hand corner. Yeah, looks like it. Scribsy, he's gone to the sin bin for Colorado College. Final 50 seconds of regulation. Maryland trailing Arizona State 3-1 here. Same with Florida. They are trailing Colorado College 3-1, but they've got 8 minutes remaining here in regulation. Final 3 minutes. Iowa leading 3-2 over BYU. That game has slowed down. Similar score line to the left of it. RMU up 3-2, but that game has the most amount of time remaining in it. 11:55 on the clock. We'll start looking. Looks like we're going to have an NHL game that we need to get in there first. Let us know if there's a particular NHL game you want to see. Otherwise, we'll be on the hunt for the best-looking one that we can find. I don't think I've called Wild versus Canadiens this season. I know the records are a little further apart, but I think this actually might be a good game to get on. It'll be a good one, so we'll keep an eye on that. Down to 20 seconds are the Terrapins here. The Sun Devils trying to add to their lead, up 3-1. Puck's kicked out. E-Man is smothered by 3 players from Arizona State. Backhand shot, hits a stick, bounces wide off the glass. Big hit, but they hold on to the puck. Pass towards the slot. Shot, no. Hits off a body. Long send up the right side. Maryland looking for a pride goal. They're not gonna find it. So congratulations to Arizona State taking down Maryland 3-1. Oh, no. What the hell did I hit? What did I hit? That is not what I wanted. I wanted to copy that link. Okay. Sometimes you can throw yourself off and, oh. Like I said, folks, I feel a little rusty out here. There we go. We're going to get the Minnesota Wild taking on the Montreal Canadiens. That'll be our opening NHL game, unless we get 3 gifted subs from somebody who wants to see a different NHL setup. Goal, says Lefebvre. And he is correct. We've got a goal here for RMU. It's an insurance goal. They're up 4-2, 8:22 remaining in regulation. BYU down to their final 10 seconds. Fans out of the box. BYU having to go all the way back to grab the puck. And there's just not enough time to go coast to coast. So Iowa going to win it 3-2. Yo, Bender, toss me a stream, bro. We'll get you Swift Current Broncos on here. There we go, Bender. We got you in the bottom right-hand corner. All right, if you're going to be late for a few, let me try and get this Ohio State game on the end of that one. Lefevre is celebrating. All right, I'm putting you there, but I need to get Blakey, bro, here. Too many things to click through sometimes. All right. Blakey, bro. Bro, sorry, Blakey, bro. Final 52 seconds for Blakey, bro, and his Ohio State Buckeyes. They're up over the Maine Black Bears, and we lose the game to 2 minutes of advertising. That is the worst possible thing that could have happened. All right, well, can't let you know what's going to happen in that one, unfortunately, so we'll find out towards the end, but welcome on in, everybody. We just crossed the 200 mark. Welcome on in. If you just joined us, we're getting ready for further quad box action. Colorado College officially wins their game. Let's go on the hunt for our AHL game out there. Who do you want to see? Anybody out there got a particular game? Otherwise, I'm looking at the Syracuse Crunch and the Rockford Icehogs. So the Crunch 8-8-2, Rockford 11-6-1. That'll be our AHL game, so we'll put that in the top right-hand corner. Syracuse getting the job done, Lefevre? Seems like it the way you're celebrating. Strong game, he says. Captain Carter says, great game against BYU. Go Iowa. That game slowed down a lot. We saw 4 goals in the first and only 1 goal in the remaining 2 periods. Just make myself just a little bit smaller. Our NHL game is going to get started there in the top left-hand corner. We got Syracuse going on in the top right. Let's get that one full screen. RMU holding on to their insurance goal right now. They're up 4-2. And officially, that's the final score line as it gets locked in. Congratulations. Indeed, we got the hat trick counter now. If you see there, Captain Carter on screen, he is our 1 hat trick of the evening so far. And we have no overtime games yet either. Is this Hyrule the hero? Jack Swan, Dex Turner, and Distinguish. Had not heard of any of them. Kind of digging the song, though. Just double checking. I got a lot of... Holy Jesus, I blink and there's messages everywhere. Double checking through my messages. Sorry, everybody. Catching up on everybody. We got a bunch out there for sure. Want to make sure we get everybody their due as best as possible. I need an ECHL game. Go, here's a couple of... Oh, no. Sorry. Trois Olivier. I was going to cover y'all, but y'all are taking on Quad City Mallards that are 4-14. I have a feeling that's probably going to be a pretty brutal game. So we'll spare everybody, including ourselves. Let's get some slightly bigger setups here. What do we got? What do we got? What are these records here? Looking for a decent game. The Worcester Railers. I've covered the Railers already once this season, though. Want to give everybody a chance to be shown as much as possible. Let's bring in this game. We got the Cincinnati Cyclones and the Adirondack Thunder. Why not? Haven't had a chance to show them, so appreciate XDan92 for having his stream up. We'll take this to the bottom left-hand corner. No worries, Blakey. It happens, buddy. I've thought about picking up Turbo for that reason, but I don't think I can sign in the way that I do this. I don't use Twitch multi-stream, unfortunately. I go a slightly different way that adds a little bit of complication for sure. To have 3 games live, so checking in now that we've got our games. Let's give our NHL team a little love here. So the Montreal Canadiens, they're up 1-0 over the Minnesota Wild. Get back to the stream deck. Boom, and we can jump around as required here. Let's go here, and I just need to disable the NCAA now. No, that's wrong. Featured game. Boom. So we'll jump around. We'll show some single coverage here for a moment. Montreal and Minnesota locked in this 1-0 tilt so far. 8:40 remaining in the first. Definitely got an older one for sure, Lefevre. Love my Major Applewhite jersey. Quebec 3-0 early in the first. Way to go, hockey. Congrats to you, buddy. Out there getting the work done. He's enjoying an ECU night. BJ up the right side. Melvin passes it, but into traffic. Laffy up the right side. Jamesy has to feed it back to the point. Big slap on, hits off a body. Rebound scooped up. Melvin to the right side boards. Now gives it into traffic. Baker loses it to Jamesy. Jamesy TW trying to split the defense. Pokes away from Montreal. They'll recover in their own zone. Melvin trying to round the corner. Instead, the D-man, X-Dan, just looking. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is the NHL. That was a different game. Quad 1. This is Recchi X98. So Recchi having some great moves we're seeing out of him. The right D-man. PJ tries to get through. PJ has it again. Left side. The Weeping Whale. Feed towards the slot. Taken away by Parksy. He slows. Feeds to Jamesy. 2 on a lot. Shot from the point. Just trying to keep it in the zone. Hacked away at the puck. Nobody's got it for a moment before Weeping Whale has it. He gets it to PJ. Neutral zone to Melvin. He skates it in and gets hit. Big hit. He's still down for a moment. Puck sent long. Minnesota not going to be able to grab this one, but it's not icing. Jack Powell trying to get it. Instead, Lefty has it poked forward. Somehow gets onside his base. Melvin back to the point. Jack shot no good. Minnesota, they'd love a chance here, and it's not going to happen. So we'll take it back to the quad box, see what's happening here. Syracuse trailing Rockford 1-0. Adirondack leading Cincinnati 1-0. And we got the Swift Current Bronco going on. It looks like they have been scored on here in the bottom right-hand corner. Long send up the right side. Offside's going to slow down Rockford's rush. First intermission officially here. Canadiens holding on to that 1-0 lead. Only 2 and 3 shots, so 5 total in that game. Shows you the caliber of the defensive players that are there at the NHL. We know there's some elite goal scorers, but the league certainly a little bit thinner at D than it is. Oh, shot from range, and Calgary's up 3-0. The Hitmen providing it here to the Swift Current Bronco in a hurry. Ollie's chew toy. This one gets a snipe from the slot. Minnesota and Temple have lagged out about 4 times. That's tough. Sometimes it happens, and of course, then it kind of throws back the whole night at that point. We've got a goal here. Rockford. Almost called him Oxford. Oh, Lee X27. He's going to score for the Icehogs. They're up 2-0. So no ties here at the moment. Calgary Hitmen up 3-0 over the Swift Current Bronco. Rockford Icehogs up 2-0. The Fevers rocking the goals. As you see, folks, your emojis there in chat, they do end up here on the Mezcast. And if y'all haven't seen it out there, make sure y'all check out my new YouTube page. I got a new video coming up here for LG just as soon as I get enough clips in. So right now I think I'm finally at about the 10 mark, but send me your clips anyway, saved on Twitch, saved on YouTube, saved locally. Ideally, don't send them through Discord because that just does some nasty, nasty things. Like massive compression. So I've got some ways I can get you to upload there, but make sure you check out my new YouTube page, see what we've got out there. Get yourself a little bit of FOMO going on because I think that's my best work I've done so far. Adirondack and Cincinnati holding it 1-0. Montreal and Minnesota, they're 1-0 still. 6 minutes into the second. Great save, though. Backdoor shot by Montreal was denied. Diving effort. Somehow the goaltender got to it. Minnesota slows up, sends it back to their D-man. Now they're going to try to dump and chase. Oh, instead it's an icing because it was just a little too far back. It was slapped from. A good effort, good attempt. Let's dial in here our ECHL game. Adirondack Thunder and Cincinnati. They are locked in a 1-0 affair. The Cyclones railing the Thunder. Lappy trying to get it in there. Not quite there. True Bruin fan. He's going to hold it behind his own net. Just trying to kill some time. Wants the period to end, and it will. Thunder take that 1-0 lead into the first intermission. Look around. This is our closest game right now, our NHL game. So we'll focus on Montreal and Minnesota. Melvin able to avoid the hit. Back to Jack. Tip drill, but it's not moved around enough. PJ, they try a 1-2-3 tic-tac-toe, but it was 1 too many to go. Nice takeaway by Melvin. He ends up with the puck. He gets hit against the wall, but not before he got it to a teammate. Feed for the slot. Hits the goaltender. X-Leafs 33. He's going to go ahead and cover that and buy himself some time. Buy himself a breather. We'll take a quick hydrate. We'll go ahead and pop back to the quad box. Got a few more games in play. The Swift Current Bronco, they've given an answer. They're still down by 2, but much better than the 3-0 they were down by. Biz Nasty. The man who gets it done. Uh-oh, Calgary skating in. Shot. Goes wide. Thought it may have scored the way it zoomed the camera there. That's kind of an awkward one. Uh-oh, Swift Current has a chance on a breakout. A little gas right side. Tic-tac-toe, back and forth. Sorry, not tic-tac-and-toe. It's give and go. But Ahsoka going to provide exactly what's required. Same for the Wild. Tarmi Panarin. Let's see this shot. A little open deke. Oh, hits off the leg and just bounces inside the post. That's a tough one for the goaltender, but it means we've got a great game here. Minnesota and Montreal now locked in a 1-1 tilt. Swift Current scored their second goal, of course, so now they are only down by 1. 5 goals scored in the first in that game. Calgary leads Swift Current 3-2. Let's see if the Broncos can get an extra goal. They wanted to tie it right before the period ended, but I believe a man got a stick to deny the one-timer. Cincinnati on the power play now. They're in the dark jerseys there in the bottom left-hand corner. Stick lift win. Tresti skating in towards the right side. The center has it poked away before he can get his shot off. Knocked out of the zone. Recovered. Good feed to the right side. Cincinnati skating in. Doesn't get the shot off. Hitting off of each other means they may lose the puck. In the left corner now. Behind the boards. Not scooped up. Adirondack trying to clear the zone, but struggling now. Finally able to get it out. Rex has to dump it. He gets hit into the... tattooed into the boards, I should say. That's going to leave a permanent mark. Uh-oh, that's an unhappy baby. We can hear it from here. Zubov skating with it. Left side for Minnesota. Lefty on the left side. The left winger skating in. Shot rings off the post. They try to get Weeping Whale up against the boards. They hold on to it. They keep it in the zone. D to D. Left to right side. Skating in the right D-man. Left wing shot from a super high slot. Swift Current in their own zone. Trying to recover the puck. Send it on around the board. Scooped up by the left winger. Good pass forward. The centerman tries a little too nifty a deke maneuver in that kind of coverage. Adirondack have it lifted on them. The Thunder unable to strike. Oh, but they keep it. One-timer, no good. Rebound shot, good! Thunder strikes in pairs. XJ Lucas puts himself on the board. Assist from that Hawk Tua. Oh, Swift Current tried to go across the crease, but it wasn't meant to be. Just missed a friendly stick. Otherwise, that's a tap-in for a goal. Calgary, a volley of shots, including a rebounder that probably shouldn't have been denied by Bender, but somehow was. He denies another. Got it in tight. And Swift Current looks to break out. Cincinnati trying to chase down the puck. They've got it in the offensive zone. Tresti up against the left side wall. Slapped. Rebound goes wide. They don't get the shot off quick enough. The rebound doesn't happen in time. Now fighting for it behind in 99's office. The team really got great possession of it. So Adirondack finally does get it out of their zone. Shot in the bottom left-hand corner. The Thunder scored again. And that's going to be an instant timeout from Cincinnati. They are reeling. You know, buddy, it feels like there's a decent amount. Diesel, there's no doubt the Hawk Tua is everywhere right now. Unquestionably. Minnesota, they've tied up in the last period. Now at 1-1 against Montreal as we start the third. The Rockford Icehogs, they score to make it 3-0. Lee X27, he's the man, gives the dance. I figure I knew what you meant, Zach. No worries, Zach Diesel. I knew what you meant for sure, homie. No question there. It's everywhere. So, speaking of everywhere, let's take a look at everywhere. Montreal and Minnesota are a close game right now. That's tied at 1 apiece as we start the third, our NHL game. Top right-hand corner, the Rockford Icehogs are up 3-0 over Syracuse. Adirondack is pouring on the sauce here. Gringo Bullet, the most recent one to get it done, a.k.a. Hawk Tua. Ketchup sends it in. Swift Current stopped it in their own zone. Now they've got a 2-on-2 breakout. Right winger, Ahsoka, trying to make some moves. Feeds across, taken away by the defender. And Calgary on the charge once more. Great poke out to the corner, but it's scooped up by the Hitmen. Into the slot, shot, didn't get a lot on it. Very much listed lazily right at the goaltender. We see a big shutdown hit there in the top left-hand corner. Old goals, maybe a little wrong. So let's update. Let's get a new goal. 90 subs. That's what we're looking for. We're 5 away from that moment right now. Now here is the perfect time. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you love our content here on the Mezcast. Always makes us, allows us to be able to upgrade, add new things to it. As you see, we've got our hat trick counter. We've got our overtime counter. I'm rocking a new tie tonight. Six minutes remaining in the second. Swift Current trying to find the equalizer here against Calgary. All the scoring happened in the first. Got a little bit of a slowdown since, despite the efforts and attempts. Exley's going to squeeze it between his legs for Minnesota. 11:55 remaining in regulation, that NHL game. That's what's going on there in the top left-hand corner. Let's see, what do the Icehogs do? Is it just like a little backhand shot? Pass to a one-timer, somehow slips between the feet. Nope, hits off a stick. I can't even tell. That's just insane. Those are the tough ones. Sometimes you question how they get through. Sometimes they just work perfectly. The worst for me is like when you poke a guy and then the puck ends up right back on their stick. The worst. The worst. Cincinnati looking for signs of offense. Got a minute and a half remaining here in the second. Trying to get out of their own zone. Feed up to the left winger. He beats one. He beats two. He gets all the way to the corner with the puck. They do not keep it in the zone, though. Power play for Calgary. They've got it back to the point. Shot. Rebound out left side. Scooped up. Back out to the high slot. Down left circle. Shot from the point. No good. Hits off a body. The Broncos able to dump it and clear the zone. A little bit of a chance to breathe. They've got 20 seconds to kill here on the PK that's remaining. Great grab in the neutral zone. Nifty maneuver to get into the offensive zone. They end up with the puck. On around the boards, but unfortunately it's scooped up by the Hitmen. Shot from the point, just trying to do something with it so he didn't get an offsides. Great decision there by the Broncos player. What I find so shocking about this, Adirondack is actually the lower ranked. So the Thunder currently 5-10-3 coming into this game. Meanwhile, Cincinnati 8-8-2. Oh, big flip hit from Judge Dredd there. Use the hip check to perfection. We've got a 3-2 game going into second intermission, just as we had at the end of first intermission. We've got a score, Dan. He's the first to strike for the Cyclones. Finally, a sign of life. It's just a pulse, but it is ticking. Syracuse starting to have questions about their signs of life. They're down 3-0 here against Rockford. Lefevre says Minnesota gets the big upset against Temple. Congratulations to the Golden Gophers. And folks, this is the NCAA. That's talking about the NCAA, of course. And of course, all those leads eventually feed up into these others. So if you're a brand new player, you cannot go above the CHL. That's our bottom right-hand corner game that we've got. That is the second lowest of 5 tiers here in LG. Over 3,000 positions available. I think it's like 3,128 or something across the 5 divisions. The Calgary Hitmen, they get back up on top. Ketchup Chip, a.k.a. Ollie's Chew Toy. I believe that's his second goal of the game because we see no chapeaus out there on the ice. Yep, he's got 2 goals, so we'll keep an eye out for him. Put him on hat trick watch. We've got a goal here. Montreal scores late. Piche X88. This might be the death blow against the Wild. Yeah, 35.6 seconds remaining. Is it enough? Sometimes it's never enough. Piche streaks through again. He's trying to score another one. You don't get a great view of it, unfortunately. Oh, no, that was recovering in their own zone. Sorry, I was looking the wrong way. Now they're in the offensive zone, in tight. Has it lifted. Dubov has 20 seconds to get his team set up. And just a little aggressive there is going to slow down the pace. Minnesota has 18 seconds remaining. Great deny by Bender there. There you go, Bender. You got the follow, buddy. 15 seconds. In fact, let's lock in this NHL game. This is the most important moment of the game here. Minnesota trying to recover in their own zone. Oh, the trip. Oh, it wasn't a trip. It was a healthy, legal takedown. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. They try for the pass instead of the shot, and it's not good enough. The Montreal Canadiens, they score in heartbreak fashion with 35 seconds remaining, and never do the Wild recover. We'll go back to the quad box here. Uh-oh, and there it is for Ketchup Chip. We missed it, but we hit him 3 times. That hat trick horn, folks. And what else do we need to do? We need to go update our hat trick counter. That's right, folks. That's hat trick number 2 on the night. The counter has been updated. All right, so our NHL game got done quickly, 2-1. Not a lot of scoring in that one. Certainly helps make for a quicker affair. In the 9:35 slot, the recommended game is Philly versus Anaheim. So I think we'll get that one on in here as long as we get somebody live with that game. So I need somebody live from either Philly or Anaheim. Philly's not live. Anaheim's not live, of course. Perfect. So we'll keep an eye out on that one. But always want to be swapping around through games as best we can here on the Mezcast. No. I think I've covered either. $9.35. I think it is. 3.1 seconds remaining. Suffice to say, Rockford's got the win. Do they get the shutout? That's the question that remains at this point. Yeah, Flames Rangers is 9:35. So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that game up. Get our replacement NHL games. Of course, folks, if you want to see a specific one, we'll try to get it on. If you want to ensure that we get it on, give the 3 gifted subs. We'll get whatever game you want. It's gonna count. We're gonna count it, folks. This officially is an overtime game that we have popped in here. Bing, bang, boom. 7 minutes into overtime, we catch Columbus and Calgary. And what perfection we've got here. Our first overtime. I'm sorry. Overtime game that we've got going on here. It's the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Calgary Flames. We're planning to watch Calgary take on the New York Rangers after this one. Both these teams, of course, Calgary and Columbus, locked into 1 point, but they'd love to get more. They would love to take the official W, not the OTL. Those unfamiliar, that's an overtime loss, which means you do still get a point for it, but not quite the same as a win. So better than a loss, but not a win either. Sometimes you need those overtime losses, though. Much better than a regulation loss where you get no points. They can add up and stack up, but it can be way too problematic if your team is just relying on it, playing that Cristiano Ronaldo style Portugal offense where, hey, if we score one, cool. We're fine going 0-0 for a long time. Seems definitely there are some teams that play that way. Don't play for the heavy offense. To replace my AHL game. It's all good, Lefevre. Happy to see somebody out there enjoying it. Calgary officially takes it in overtime. We blink and look away for a moment, and it's gone just like that. Congratulations to Calgary. Him and Big Lappy. We're going to keep them up, though. They're going to get the next game slot that we've got there. I may have to step away for just a moment. My daughter's just outside my door. So give me a moment. I'm going to put it on Be Right Back. I apologize for everybody, but she is crying out there, so I will be back here shortly. There we go. All right, folks. Sorry about the delay there. In fact, we're going to take the camera off just in case my daughter needs to come back in here. Looking out for our next round of games. Calgary, we're locked in for. Syracuse, we've already watched. I was going to get Ontario and Utica. It just feels like that'll be a good matchup. They are even. Of course, always impossible to predict, so never know what's going to happen. So Prodigy91, appreciate you having your stream up. AK's Cookie Monster. What division is that? Is UAF Nanooks. Oh, that's University of Alaska Fairbanks. Got it. Oh, my door just got. Sweet. Mom is back. He's the one who shut the door. We'll get the webcam back up here, everybody. Close game with Iowa and Alaska Fairbanks, dueling hat tricks. A little sad we missed that one for sure. But trying to swap up. We've got, of course, the opening round of games we've got is NCAA in Quadbox. I don't think I've had a chance to cover the Reading Royals yet. They're taking on the Toledo Walleye. We'll be watching out for Laham. $1.5 million bid. 6-1-0. Meanwhile, on the Reading Royal, Backpack 91, a right defenseman with a $7.25 million tag. That's just so hard to live up to, especially as a defenseman. Like, the amount you have to carry from that position is very, very hard to do so, especially as a defenseman, a former defenseman, I guess I should say at this point. I have made my transition to left wing. And I think it's gone pretty well. Why do I say that? Because I'm diamond, y'all. I hit diamond today. I'm actually really, really pleased about that. This is my first year of CHL. So to be able to come in, find enough. I thought defense would be where my spot is, but I found a lot more comfort at playing left wing after a season or two of Be a Pro. That was a nice way to give myself the freedom to practice and learn without, you know, people crushing my soul sometimes. See if I can get cam loops in here. They were certainly part of my run. I was playing with the Blazers. They're taking on the Prince Albert Raiders. What's this matchup looks like? 13-5, 10-6-3. What more could you want than that? So we're going to start with Demorian. It looks like that game's about to get started, so we'll have our fresh swap of games here. Appreciate you, Bender, having your stream up. We've lost one to an ad. Reading in Toledo. They are started there in the bottom left-hand corner. That's our ECHL game. We're waiting on Utica. Utica is going to take on the Ontario Reign. We got on a long ad break here for the NHL game, so we're missing that action here in the moment. Let's dial it in one. Let's see. Take us down to here. I hate how it broke my formatting, but okay, you know, it is what it is. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, this is quad 4 because I'm CHL. And there we go. We get it full screen just in time as the Kamloops Blazers go up to Mick Gishon. Mick Gishon, a.k.a. Logan Stankoven. We get a chance. He gets the rebound, slides around the goaltender, and gets the work done. The Kamloops Blazers go up 1-0. It's Bender says, F. Prince Albert. Clearly some decided feelings there. But hey, I feel the same way about Scranton, PA. So I always love to root against Wilkes-Barre Scranton. No problem with that one. Uh-oh, Lappy's gone to the sin bin for Calgary. May have to swap our AHL game if that one doesn't get going here before too long. They might be waiting on a team. That's always a possibility. There's a game stuck in overtime. Kamloops scores again. Brittany Mahomes, the left winger. See what happens here. Right side. Feed, high slot. Shot left side. Beats the goaltender below the blocker pad. So Kamloops, just like that, goes up 2-0 over Prince Albert. We've got Calgary. The Flames, we saw them win in overtime in their last game. That was why that one took a little while, and this one got started a little late, but ended up being right on time about, actually. But Calgary 0-0 against the New York Rangers. First half of the first period is gone. That's right, folks. We're 18% or so into the game. Some good skating, good maneuvering, shot no good. Feed up the right side, reading. Real easy to read what team they're on with that very distinct purple. Left side, they work it, walk it down the baseline. Shot in tight, no good. Tries to recover the rebound, but it's knocked away. Toledo getting out of their zone. Long send down. Chase scooped up by Reading. Head to the right side. Slapped on around the boards. They go for the dump and chase. Try to feed it behind the net, but not quite there. Stolen away instead. There we go. Our AHL game getting started there in the top right-hand corner. The Ontario Reign taking on the Utica Comets. The New York Rangers, they're going to score behind 97. That is his number, but that's also his name, folks. 90 spell out, and then the number 7 with X's encapsulating it, if I remember correctly. Folks, make sure you hit me up with your highlights out there. Want to make sure that we get you live on our new highlight video that's coming up. That's right, we just launched our YouTube page right before the LG break. We've got a couple of our items from up there already. We're going to be putting more of our VODs up there, so be on the lookout for the rest of our regular season games. If you're looking for them after the fact, they'll be on YouTube soon instead of Twitch. We will continue to stream to Twitch as always, but trying to find new ways to give y'all content, to bring you content. So make sure you go check out the highlight video. And make sure you check out my new YouTube page, youtube.com/@mezcast. So got it nice and uniform for you there. This playlist is so all over the place, and I love every single second of it. We've got a goal. New York scores again. So the Rangers now, and they score with 0.9 seconds remaining in the period. Reimer. That's not the rhyme I know. Right? Well, he is an NHLer. Now I gotta know. The Rangers Flames game. That is rhyme. Holy crap. And it's no pucks at left D. Holy Jesus. Well, that's a team that knows themselves very well. double checking on some messages out there. Ooh, it rolled over to my 6-month badge. So you can see we've got the inverted color schema there to what most of y'all have there in that first month slot. Again, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you love what we do here at the Mezcast. Allows me to be able to add new features, start saving up for some additional equipment. A newer webcam is definitely much more online, and maybe a green screen. Some lighting would be appropriate if that comes to need, but otherwise we'll continue to work on adding just to our content here, adding the things that we do. Again, got the new tie tonight. We got a couple of new shirts, a new jacket in recently, so trying to switch it up, trying to add as we grow here. Speaking of growing, we are on our way to 1,000 followers. If you're out there and you haven't hit the follow button, make sure you definitely hit that for me, please. We are pushing our way towards 1,000 followers, sitting at 964 right now. What a journey it's been in less than 180 days. Good passing. Gets Ontario into the zone. Rebound shot. It's a good attempted effort. They grab it back in the neutral zone. Now it's a scrum back and forth on the right side boards. Utica going to retreat into their own zone. Almost has it taken away by the forecheck. Defenseman steps up. And we're going to have a penalty shot. Oh, we get a trip here. Let's take it NHL real quick. Bloop, 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 bloop. Look at that. It adjusts nice and quickly. And it's a boy Rima, a.k.a. Chef Gordon Ramsay. Let's see what he's serving up for the goalie tonight. A lot of cuts back and forth. The knife work. At play, the ice breaking down. He shoots, he scores, backhanded somehow. Goaltender is all over it, but Chef Gordon Ramsay, he is ready for the judge. And he provides a nice balance. The umami flavors on top of the acidity. Gotta love it. Chef Gordon Ramsay with another beautiful one. No pucks. Nice takeaway. God, this Rangers team has no pucks and rhyme. That's a scary combo right there. TDB. The Z job. Not quite there. Fought for. 92 has it in his own zone. Sends it behind the net. No, he gets taken down. Actually, it's going to be a penalty. Tripping most likely. ELX gets it to 97. They send it back. Goaltender's finally now going to try to come out of the zone. No puck. Skating it up to BLU. Rhyme. Hit the man in the middle. 97, but didn't quite get it there. Finally, Calgary's able to touch the puck. Cross-checking is the call against Lappy. You're going to get called 100% of the time you hit that cross-checking button, folks. What are you going to do when they come for you? And they really are, the Rangers really are coming at Calgary right now. Absolutely working it. Wells to 97. He walks it back, gives it to no pucks at the point. He slithers back and forth, ends up with the puck again despite being hit. 97 and him swap places. 97 spins out one to Quells. Down to Rhyme. 97, good pass movement. They get a shot off, but it goes back to the glass. Scooped up behind. Rhyme, slot, hits off a body. TDB trying to split the defense with Z-Job, but not quite there. Can't tell if that's Quells or Wells. O-O-U-E, some type of weird umlaut type sound. 97, speeding up. Big Lappy's out of the box. Wells tries to feed it. Instead, it's taken away. Calgary, nice little 2-on-2 break. Z-Job Z to TDB. Excuse me, TDXB. D-Jor. There we finally get a chance to see it significantly. Reimer has it poked away, but 97 picks it up for him. Gates into the offensive zone. Now behind the net, he's got defenders on either side of him. They're somehow able to come with the puck. He needed a little help from his friend, and he got it. They do lose it. Calgary trying to break out now. This is a puck too far. That's an easy giveaway. No puck scoops that up, gives to his D partner. It is Wellsy. Okay. O-U-E-L-L-Z-E-E. think I had one too many E's on there, but Wellesley. That's what we're going to go with. It's Indian swag in net for them, but haven't had to see him do a lot of work, to be honest. This forecheck, this defense, getting it done for the New York Rangers, and they are smothering. Go ahead and take it on back now. Get us out of the quad box. Get a review of what we've got elsewhere. All right, Prince Albert has scored. Nice little snipe goal, goes right over the shoulder. Toledo Walleyes, they lead the Reading Royals 1-0. Utica and Ontario, the Reign specifically, they have started the second period here, locked in at 0. Ooh, we missed Prince Albert's first goal. And Mr. AHL, he's got 2 goals, it looks like. Both of them. So we put him on Natty Hattie watch. As Kamloops was up 2-0, and now he's got both goals for the Prince Albert Raiders. Reading tries to fire one in, but the rifle shot is denied. And Turnsey, he's going to be the one to bust things open. The right winger for the Utica Comets. The tip drill. Uh-oh, you can't leave a man that uncontested. Good feed to the slot for Toledo. Shot, covered, and smothered. Calgary's got play of the period as a hit, despite the Rangers being up 3-0. Yeah, that sounds about right. Especially after you're hitting a guy after he does like 3 sweet spin moves like that. Ooh, shot from Utica trying to find a second one. Ontario's keeper somehow able to hold on to it. Slap from the baseline for Reading's no good. It was a beautiful one-timer from a tough angle. Had a chance. Oh, good pass. He could have gotten around, could have the Utica left winger. He was a little scared of getting hit, though. Don't blame him. Don't blame him. Not a bad move by any means, just unfortunate. Oh, and how does this happen? He scores from behind, does Heisk. The left winger for the Ontario Reign. I think he's going to try to pass here, and it's going to hit off somebody. The left leg. So he's skating around the right side. It hits the opposite leg and just trickles on in. Those are the tough ones, for sure. Final minute of the second period. Toledo up 1-0 over Reading Royals. Working towards that second intermission. The Walleyes have done a lot in this game. Reading not going to be able to have time to transition. So 1-0 going to be the scoreline that goes into second intermission. Ontario and Utica locked in at 1. Prince Albert and Kamloops locked in at 2. And then our NHL game, the Rangers have been strong against the Calgary Flames tonight. They're up 3-0. The most recent goal, a penalty shot by Rhyme 86. Uh-oh, delayed penalty against Kamloops. Things are not going their way right now. They started up 2-0. Now they're tied, and they lose a man to the sin bin. About one of the worst times this could possibly happen. Hard chase into the corner. Ontario to Utica. Good hustle there, but offside's going to slow down the Comets' rush. Rangers and Flames, they're in the third. New York leads the Calgary 3-0. Toledo and Reading in the third. 16:44 remaining in regulation. The Walleyes lead the Royals 1-0. The Ontario Reign and Utica Comets, they're locked in at 1-1. About 7 minutes remaining in the second on that one, of course. Third period action about to start in the bottom right-hand corner. The Kamloops Blazers, they're dealing with the Prince Albert Raiders. It's 2-2, and the Blazers have to kill a penalty right now. High scores his second goal of the game there. Ontario goes from down 1 to up 1 after a pair of goals by Heisk. So we put him on Natty Hattie watch. We've got a player from the Raiders in the bottom right-hand corner on Natty Hattie watch. We missed Calgary's score. So a sign of life for them. They've got half the third period to go. They need 2 more goals, and they can't give up any more. That'll be the question on if they can accomplish it or not. Half the penalty killed off for Kamloops. Actually get into the offensive zone, but good back check there from Prince Albert means they're going to be able to get it forward for a moment. Kamloops, can they clear the zone? They buy some time. Puck bouncing around. Ooh, nice time to grab it. 3 and back to full strength. So they're not going to slap it. Instead, they're going to try to work it in. Somehow, man, almost gets past 3. Four minutes remaining in the second. Ontario holding on to that 2-1 lead over Utica. 4 minutes gone in the third. Prince Albert and Kamloops still tied at their 2 apiece. I believe we've got a pause here in the bottom left-hand corner. Yeah, a pause about halfway through the third officially is what we're seeing there. Utica having some issues getting in the offensive zone. 2 minutes remaining in the second. 2 minutes remaining in the third is between Calgary and New York. Our NHL game. Ooh, Dorsey got decked there. Let's see if the Flames can heat up. Rangers have looked formidable all night. Been a tough game. 10-4 face-offs. But Calgary wins this one in the offensive zone. Shot hits off a body. Fake slap denied. Oh, brilliant takeaway by 97. He's just going to buy some time. Now he's putting on a figure skating expo damn near. 3-on-0 breakout for New York. Oh, offside. It looks so right. It looks so clean. Prince Albert got some offensive momentum here. Who keeps up with it? Good step by the defenseman, but too many bodies crush around him. Now the Blazers on a 2-on-2 breakout. Poked away for pass or shot can happen. Kind of behind the net, feeding for the slot. Backhand shot hits off a body, back towards the corner. Offside's going to slow down Calgary's rush. Prince Albert short a man? Yes, they are. So Kamloops on the power play. This is their chance. Chance to pull ahead. This game has been locked in at 2 since Prince Albert's player scored his second back-to-back goals that took them from down 2 to even. That's where we've been locked now for more than a full period. Final 41 seconds, 41.9 officially for the Calgary Flames. Is this Toledo scores? Old freak goat, a.k.a. Marco Polo. He's going to score here for the Toledo Walleyes. May have been a pass turn shot Ontario scores again, and it's Heisk. And ladies and gentlemen, that means we are going to hit him a bunch of times. 3 ain't enough for the Natty Hattie, so we're just going to... Sometimes you just need to hit it. You do. And there's the hat trick. B's going to score, a.k.a. BX Lou for the Rangers. That's pretty much going to secure that one away. That may have been an empty netter with 1.3 seconds remaining. It'll help the plus minus. You'll be thankful for that one. Of course, pad the stats a little bit. Congrats to the Rangers. They win 3-1. Speaking of 3-1, that's the scoreline right now. The Ontario Reign holding on to a lead over the Utica Comets. Player says Arizona with a 9-5 win. That's quite the high-scoring affair there for sure. Go ahead and take it down our final 2 minutes of our ECHL game. Let's see if Reading can work their way back in. Like I said, folks, we got some updated items for you here. Good pass for Reading. They get into the offensive zone. 2 minutes to score 2 goals. They got to have Julesy. Gives it back to the left D-man. He walks it all the way into the corner before he loses it to Phil. Long send up to Toledo. Lahamel, is he around the corner? No, instead, he feeds to a trailing teammate who fires one in. Shiny puppet with an absolute blistering laser. That thing, whew, that thing had a vapor trail coming off the back of that the way he gave it a slap. Right, locking us back in. Final 40 seconds. Toledo up 3-0 over Reading, though. They're in desperate trouble. B-Pack to Nyquist. See if Reading can at least break the shootout. Some fancy skating from the left winger buys them some room. Shot rebounded out to the left side corner. Lahamel into Phil. They feed the one-timer. Not quite as blistering this time. Does not score. It's going to buy off enough time. The victory is well in hand. Guy of the most amazing slapper goals I've ever seen in succession. But no, time ticks away. And Toledo pitches the shutout. Congratulations to the Walleyes. Let's bump it down. We'll go to our CHL game, I believe should be next. Final minute of regulation here. Prince Albert and Kamloops trying to be our second overtime game of the night. Try to put this in here. I got to relink my overtime counters. Got it. We'll work on that. Icing gonna slow the rush. 38 seconds remaining. Quick look. Quad. Heisk scores again for the Reign. This man just scoring in bunches right now. 5-1 they are up over Utica. Does he have all 5? He's definitely got 4. He's only got 4 of them, but still, what an impressive display. Hat trick +1. Ooh, awkward bounce. Almost gives Kamloops the easy tap in. Instead, they've got it on the left side. Too many bodies to shoot into in the middle. Prince Albert, 3-on-2 breakout. Left to right side. Fender tries to walk it in. Can't get there. True Story has it. 17 seconds remaining in his own zone. True Story, a.k.a. Gallant. Left side to Ima Slap You. He sends it on around the boards. Left to right side. X Machine can't quite get it there. My GF hates Chell for the Raiders. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 shoots. No, he tried to feed back door. It would have been perfect if it had gotten there, but too many sticks in the way. Means it's not gonna happen. But what does that mean is gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen? Overtime. What's better than overtime hockey? Only playoff overtime hockey. That's all I know. Take this back out to Quadbox. We'll start getting our replacements for some of the other games, but I want to try and find who is going to have our winner in that CHL game there in the bottom right corner. Who haven't we shown? Buffalo versus Detroit. 10-9-0 versus 12-5-2. We'll put up Dawson's game. That'll be our NHL game. I'm going to keep my current CHL game at least until we have a winner. We're all invested. We deserve to know one way or another. Uh-oh, tripping call going to set things up poorly for Prince Albert as they lose a man to the sin bin. Move up to two overtime games so far tonight. A hit from behind for Heist. He's gone for 5. Poor timing for that. I mean, not really poor timing. It's the end of the game, but still, you never want to take a 5-minute major. It does not look good. That 5 PIM, that's 2.5 minors. It hurts me just thinking about it, you know. You don't want to give yourself those bad feelings, especially at the end of a game. Kamloops will see if they can score here in their power play to start overtime. Utica's power play only going to be for pride at this point. Final 5 seconds of the game here. They're down 5-1. They can't even beat the goaltender 1-0. Had a chance to work him there, and that's the way the game is going to end. Beautiful game from Heisk. He gets the hat trick +1, goes away for 5 in the last 30 seconds on a hit from behind, but he'll take the results of what they got and the rest of it. It looks like Atlanta's behind on their night. They are in the second period against Idaho, up 4-1, up 5-1 now. We're not going to bring that one up because they're not even close to their second game. Bloomington I've covered. Get Vaddy up here. So they're going to get more like a game and a half here with the ECHL because they are still mid their previous game. No reason not to bring it directly in. My boy Vaddy a follow. All right, so we got that game live. We got that looking good. I know the comments are taking it to Trois-Rivières right now, but we're going to watch the third period, and then we'll watch their next game. That's going to be against the Maine Mariners. That should be a pretty good-looking matchup. Comets add on another one. Ugh. Interesting, given the Lions' record 12-5-2 so far this season, but not having a good game right here. Sometimes you just get the bad matchup. You just don't play well, or they particularly shut off what you do particularly well. AKA anybody who ever plays against me. So this overtime game has gone a long, long way. Almost 15 minutes gone here in the first period of overtime. I say first period of overtime because it will go on as long as it takes. Kamloops, 2-on-1 breakout. Shot hits off a stick and bounces over the glass. It was a good-looking opportunity, but it fell apart in a hurry. Playing in this. We'll save them for another night. Come Tuesday. Still waiting on the Sabres to go live. I need an AHL replacement. And we'll grab a CHL game replacement once that one we have officially ends. The Colorado Eagles. 17-3. Where do the Eagles play out of? Out of Loveland. Okay. There we go. Buffalo, it looks like, has matched. Something changed. Either way. What's this Colorado game look like? Don't want to get you into a potential blowout here, and it looking like it may already be headed that way. Colorado coming in on the end of the first period. They're up 2-0 over the Manitoba Moose. Manitoba's 9-11 on the season. Colorado Eagles, they're 17-3. Ugh. The AHL level? Ugh. Yeah, we can do that. You know what? That's perfect. Get this game full size for you. Then back, Prince Albert Raiders trying to score here in the final minute, 45.5 seconds. Nugsy going to hold on to it. Kamloops leading in passing efficiency, but they scored the opening two. Then Prince Albert scored the next two. And we've been locked in there for what's been like 2+ full periods at this point. Kamloops trying to break through, but can't in the neutral zone. Big Smoke gives it up the true story. My girlfriend hates Chell. He beats the defenders, but doesn't beat the goalie. Tries to shoot from left baseline, no good. The Blazers D-man got upended with the hip check. Feed to the left side, one-timer, no good. Bounces high. How far does it bounce back? Not enough that it causes concern off the goaltender. Big G-Sean, ex-Mahomie just a little bit ahead of the play. Wanted just a little too much in the moment. Ex-Mahomie, gets taken down with the trip. So Kamloops, it's going to kick in with 4.5 seconds remaining in the first period of the AHL. Excuse me, of the overtime. I saw JHL as his name. Decided he wasn't Jordan NHL. Must have felt he was AHL worthy. But yet, he's playing in the C. Kamloops just going to flick it off the wall. Buy them some time. I'll move us on to the next game. I think I know what I want to roll here, so we'll take it back for a moment while we're hearing this. The Red Wings have scored to go up 1-0 over the Buffalo Sabres. Appreciate Prodigy having his stream up. Landamov, who we're bringing up now for our AHL game. Sirius Zurich, holler if you're out there, bro. Dr. Kip, remind me, Kelowna and Lethbridge, is that ECHL? Where we got that game at? I'm holding with our overtime game if that's our CHL. Okay, CHL. Well, we're going to stick with what we've got for a moment. That Kamloops Prince Albert game refuses to die. They're headed to second overtime at this point, locked in at 2 apiece, as they have been for several periods at this point. Ooh, the Comets just taking it to the Lions right now. Very confused. Really good Lions team being taken down by below 500. I may be looking at the wrong Comets. I think I was looking at their next matchup. Uh-oh, good passing. The Comets on offense again. A lot to deal with for the Lions. Let's see if they end up shaking it off for their last game, because they still have one more to go at this point. We've got an intermission, Iowa and Texas. That's our AHL game we've got pulled up there. The Wild versus the Stars. They're tied up at 1 apiece. Skating in, can't strike the damage though. Prince Albert, they're on a power play here. A little more than 2 minutes into second overtime. Big forecheck hit. Next, Mahomey gets pinned to the boards. Shot, but it's a little weak. Not a lot behind it. Defender scoops it up again, tries to feed to the opposite side. Too many defenders in the way, though. Well, it's not meant to be. Sent on down and around the boards. True Story skating in. Shot just hits off the leg. That's one Prince Albert is thankful to survive. A little more than 3 minutes into the second period. The Iowa Wild and the Texas Stars locked in at 1 apiece. Stars with the puck now, skating in. Half rusher, shot from the point. It's a difficult one. That builds up the pressure meter, and the goaltender can't even get rid of it. He's just got it pinned against the body. Double checking our messages once again, making sure we're not missing out on anything important. Iowa can't convert. They've got into the offensive zone a couple of times, but don't get the shot off that they want. Sometimes don't even get the shot. Stars defense has been pretty good once they've gotten back into their own zone. Finally, a shot does hit off. Rebound out to the right side. They've got it scooped up in the corner, trying to find a way to get it back to the D-man. Instead, Texas has numbers come to it. Feed from left to right side. Cruelty has them in the corner. Gives it up to the man at the baseline. Oh, behind the legs. Between the legs. Backwards pass. That was a nasty one. Stars forced to touch up. First intermission comes in. The Red Wings leading the Sabres 1-0. Almost halfway through double overtime between Prince Albert and Kamloops. Kamloops shot. No good. Pretty good looking, maybe a little soft, but right where you want it. Top shelf in the corner. Goaltender just made a great save. Now walking down the baseline, they trickle one underneath, and AC scores. There we go. We catch the end of the double overtime game as the Kamloops Blazers win 3-2 over the Prince Albert Raiders, 30-21 in shots, the final numbers. Let's go and check out Low Kizzy here. I believe this was the game we were being mentioned to go check out. Nope. Kelowna and Lethbridge was the game that people wanted to see. Okay. If you've got the link, you could certainly drop it there in chat. There it is. The Lethbridge Hurricanes. And the game is just about to start. Is that not perfect timing? Is that not what we aim to give you here on the Mezcast? Just perfection? Perfection whenever possible. That's the goal for sure. We see the Lions. They're searching for their match now. Sasquatch Mo. Appreciate the follow and welcome on in. Glad to have you hanging out here on the Mezcast. Bender says, damn, I faced 30 shots in game one today. Wasn't even overtime. Yep. When you've got those back and forth, a lot of give-ups in the neutral zone, that's kind of what you can see there. Setting up for our last round of games tonight. The Iowa Wild score. Peck. I hate when we don't get a chance to re-see it. Would just be so nice. Would be so pretty. Ooh. Big hit and dropped. Slap from the point. Kelowna trying to get off to a quick start here. I believe it's Kelowna in the light-colored uniforms. And now I think I'm backwards. I think Lethbridge is in the whites. Is that a second goal for Iowa, or is there a timeout there? Oh, Iowa's up 3-1. A pair of goals here late in the second. They're up 3-1. Are we going to have a penalty shot? Buffalo going to have a chance. Let's dial in on that one for a moment. It was working so well. Why is it not working now? Buffalo scores. Demidov, even Ivan Demidov. Little sweep, little backhander. I believe second intermission has come in between the Wild and the Stars there in the top right-hand corner. We've got Trois-Rivières Lions taking on the Maine Mariners. That's our bottom left-hand corner, a.k.a. our ECHL game. And bottom right, Kelowna taking on Lethbridge. So lots of teams out there buzzing right now. Particular Kelowna and Lethbridge has been talked about. Trois-Rivières, despite their loss, they're having a great season. Barzy, I think that's the name here. Indeed, Barzy X13. He's going to score for the Red Wings. They're going to take the lead back, go up 2-1. The Texas Stars, they've got to come up with a pair of goals here in the third. Another penalty shot? My goodness. This will be like our third or fourth penalty shot we've seen so far tonight. Let me see if I can get myself into that CHL game in time. Why did the stream deck break? It's acting like it's not working now. Ben Measy going to score for the Kelowna Rockets. We'll see this one just sweeping the ice back and forth. That man might have a potential career later on. Man, the Stream Deck Mobile was working so well, and then just fell off. So not adjusting. We'll see if we can get that working back, but not going to be a huge focus at this time. Got our last games of the night here. Sorry, folks. Got just a couple extra messages we got to double check on here. We missed Barzey's second goal, so Detroit up 3-1. Texas scored one, so they're within one. Still trailing 3-2, though, against the Iowa Wild. Got on the offensive zone now. Between the legs, backwards pass, not quite there. We've seen a couple of teams attempt that so far. A nifty-looking setup if you can accomplish it. Buffalo skating in. They need a pair of goals. Off the right boards, they try to get at the slot. Instead, bats off a stick. Barzey, he's looking for the hat trick on a breakaway. No, goaltender. He stands up tall, big in the moment, does not give up even a little bit. Juicy there. Holding on to the puck, skating in. Oh, we get to see him just absolutely dropped on his tuchus. The Kelowna Rockets, they're up 2-0 over the Lethbridge Hurricanes. I blinked away and I've missed that. Quadbox, they scored. They're up 1-0 over Maine. So lots of scoring has been happening as we bounce around. We'll try to lock in truly here. Some goal calls. Never want to do that. Never, ever, ever want to do that when possible. Barzey 1 goal away, though, from a potential hat trick. Would love to see that for him. Looking good for the Red Wings. The Lions, they score their second goal. Kurtz, 6. What a beautiful shot by Benny. Excuse me, LL Benny. Ben Measy? Interesting. Okay, close. But, I am the Mez. But Kelowna up 3-0. Measy has 2 goals, including that nasty snipe there. Had options, but in the medium slot area, he just decided to fire it off, maybe try and get a rebound. Instead, he finds the twine. It's so wonderful. It's so beautiful to get to see. I love a good snipe goal. Barzey, he tries for the pass shot, trying to get some speed to it. He did go for the pass, but the other man was covered. Would love to see the shot. So, especially, I know we're talking NHL. I'm a criticize an NHL guy. If your teammate is covered and you're on a 2-on-1, take the shot. Take the shot and just see what happens. Do you get an awkward bounce that works out well in your favor? Do you get a rebound that goes positively? Do you force the goaltender into a slide? Do you make him make a decision that throws off the rest of the possession that you have? So that you've kind of got him thrown off his game. We've got a penalty in the Iowa-Texas game. I'm not sure who it's on, but Texas getting down to their final 2.5 minutes or so. They've got to score. Got to have one more. Lions up over the Mariners. That's our bottom left game there, our ECHL game. Quadbox up 2-0 over Maine. Buckley feed to the slot. Nasty shot. Just had so much on it. The Lions just going to clear the zone and get it on out. Look at that. Even in shots are Lethbridge and Kelowna. But the Rockets are leading the Hurricanes 3-0. All right, so it is Texas officially on the power play here. Need to score. They'll have about 45 seconds afterwards, where they will still have time in regulation, but will not be on the power play if they don't score. Iowa gets in, but gets hit. Texas skating it up the center. Lose it. Long slap up the right side. Uh-oh. Is Iowa going to score shorthanded? They almost do. The Boosh, something like that. The goaltender for the Stars Gives them a big save when they need it the most. Shot from the point. Rings off. Bounces back. They clear the zone once more, does Iowa. Down to the final minute of regulation. Lethbridge scores. Silky Mitts, the man giving it. But it looks like it was an own goal. Big Swassy. "13 minutes remaining in regulation. The Detroit Red Wings up 3-1 over the Buffalo Sabres. Final 30 seconds of regulation. Texas Stars have to find a goal here against the Iowa Wild. They trail 2-3. Didn't get it done with the power play. 24 seconds. Forecheck remains strong, but Iowa gets into the offensive zone. Good hold of the puck. Time just ticking away. Precious seconds and time. Maine scores. It's ex-Eagles. I know that, man. That's a pretty good center. He can get some work done. Couple of hits miss. Texas officially runs out of time, and they lose 3-2 in regulation. Definitely not the effort they were looking for, especially as they started to work their comeback. Let's see if we can find any other AHL games we can bring up here for you. Who's still alive? That one's live, but that one's a little brutal. The Laval Rocket beating the Providence Bruins 4-0. Keep an eye out, see if we can get any other games. How about Charlotte? Go ahead and call the Checkers in a minute. Toronto Marlies and the Charlotte Checkers. Go ahead and get this on in here. 4-2 game in the third. Yeah, why not? The game's still going at least, and it's a little closer than 4-0. We go from Landemov to Crofto. Appreciate everybody having their streams up, making it available so we can get the games pop, locking, and dropping for you. Lethbridge gets another goal here. Patrick Kane showtime. The right winger, number 88. Splits the D. Goes forehand side. And just slithers it under the pad blocker. Goaltender maybe just a little bit late on that one, but even if he had the timing, don't know if he would have had the angle to stop it. Big hit against the Lions, and now Maine trying to get in the Mariners. Unfortunately, big hit loses it for him. I love Cappy, a.k.a. Cap for the Red Wings. He scores another one. They make it 4-1. Charlotte Checkers, they're up 4-2 over the Toronto Marlies. Ottawa VA Lions, they're up 2-1 over the Maine Mariners. And the Kelowna Rockets up 3-2 over the Lethbridge Hurricanes. So the gambit from 3 down to 1. Those are the differentials we have right now, but not anymore. Maine gives us one more option. Drizzy Jod gives us the tie. I believe this is it's a shot from the point. Love it, Drizzy. Always love seeing a defender get on the tally sheet, and not just with an apple. Long send up. LL Benny slowed, made a decision. Gave it to a teammate. They lose it trying to convert to the offensive zone. Uh-oh. Delayed penalty. Kelowna gonna go on the power play. Sorry, y'all. Clearly, two coffees and a soda is not enough in a day. And I had a tea, though. It's uncaffeinated. But still trying to make it all happen for you. Ivan Demidov. He's got both, a.k.a. the only goals here for the Buffalo Sabres. They trail 4-2 against the Detroit Red Wings. Let's see if they've got another pair in them here in the final 3:30 remaining in regulation. Our other game in the third, it's the Charlotte Checkers up 4-2 over the Toronto Marlies. Buffalo scores again. CKIMY. He's making it very interesting and dangerous. Kelowna scores to get themselves some breathing room once again. That's the man on the sheet. Kane starting to find some rhythm. Multiple shots, rebound, finally Muffin, a.k.a. I believe Stud Muffin, wants to cover it up and buy some time. We want focus in now, though, really, this Buffalo effort here in the top left-hand corner. Why did it break this? I just don't understand why it broke. It was going so well. Let's get our NHL game, and that's game 1, not 4. So final 45 seconds. We'll keep it here for a moment. We'll go back to Quadbox once it's ready for that. Good skate in. Barzy shot, no good. He's looking for not only an insurance goal, but looking for his hat trick. He's got it right side, baseline, feeds it back to the point. Dude shot, hits off a leg. Auditor to CK. Right side, V Bandit. Shot from the right wall, and it's dangerous. General 420. He's going to cover and smother. Detroit, an important face-off coming up in their own zone. They've got a 1-goal lead. Don't want to see them give them up here. This is not the way they want it to go. Love the timeout. Love the breather. Buffalo says we need everything. Use every advantage. Get everything you possibly can here in this moment, because this is what it's all going to come down to. Buffalo, they've put together a fighting effort towards the end, but let's see if they've got enough. No, Detroit on the breakaway. Barzy looking for the hat trick. Oh, what a nasty tuck and slither. And what do we do, folks? We hit in 3 times that hat trick horn. Boom. Barzy. He is the hero. Just like full on not working. Won't swap me to the scene. Nothing. We get back to Quadbox. We lose our NHL game. Charlotte gonna win against Toronto 4-2. 0.3 seconds officially remaining. So that one not done, but it's done. You can't score 2 in 0.3 seconds. Laval Rockets have gone up 5-0. No need to bring up the Bruins. Start to cut away at our games that we have remaining. Appreciate everybody still hanging out and chilling with us here on the Mezcast. The Charlotte Checkers take their win. Trois-Rivières and Maine. That's our close game right now, 2-2. Kelowna got off to a 3-0 lead over Lethbridge. Lethbridge scored the next 2. And then Kelowna scored. Is Lethbridge going to get a cheeky one here? They are. FB Dirty Gaming, a.k.a. Patrick Kane Showtime. His second goal of the game. And it comes at a critical time. They pull within 1 once again. Lethbridge trailing Kelowna 3-4. It's a game, so we'll keep it going as long as we can. Goon Squad, the bearded, he's got our next AHL game for us. Thank you, Crofto. So Lehigh Valley Phantoms, they're up 6-2 over Wilkes-Barre Scranton. As I said, any reason for me to hate on this AHL Penguins team? It's not a Penguin thing. It's a Scranton thing. Scranton, you know what you did. Don't ask. You know what you did. You got any NHL games still live in the moment? Senators Bruins, maybe. Should be a good matchup. It's 2-2 in the third. Yeah, let's go and just pop that one on. This is perfect. The only patch. We'll get our NHL game. Kelowna. They get some breathing room again as they go up 5-3 behind Bumpy's effort. A.k.a. Dats. That's the man, all right. I didn't have it on this one. No, that's the wrong one. So we'll go back to the drawing board. Stream Deck Mobile was working great. Still got you here in Quadbox. Ottawa and Boston, our NHL game. 12.5 remaining in regulation. They're tied at 2-2 apiece. Lehigh Valley Phantoms are up 6-2 over the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. 2:30 remaining in the third there. Almost halfway through the third, Trois-Rivières and Maine locked in a 2-2 battle. And the Kelowna Rockets and the Lethbridge Hurricane, they are providing the offensive output. Here we go. It's a goal by Ottawa. The Senators pull ahead first. 10:24 remaining. We're going to have a timeout. Wilkes-Barre Scranton trying to minimize the deficit a little bit. Little breakaway backhander. It beats the goaltender. Goaltender kind of, oh no, excuse me. I had the directions wrong. That's Lehigh Valley adding on another one. Sonic, the right winger, makes it 7-2 for the Phantoms over the Penguins. Penguins going to have nightmares after this one. Shot from the point by Maine. Rebound almost works out perfectly. Tarasenko was the man who scored officially, a.k.a. Matt, the man for the Senators in the big moment. Alana down to the final four. Looking for another goal. Is it a breakaway? No. Forehand shot. Bounced off. Eagles. He's going to score for the Maine Mariners. They're going to pull ahead 3-2. They are late here in the third. They are looking to get the job done. This would be quite the upset. One of the best teams in the ECHL. The Trois-Rivières Lions coming into tonight had 12 wins, I believe. And now, now they are looking potentially at back-to-back losses. Lethbridge says, not so fast down here. We're not done. McSwassey, he's going to spin the stick in celebration. McSwassey gives the stick the McSwizzle. Eagles skating in. He gets a shot. Rebound. Sent back to Drizzy at the point. Drizzy skating in. Then to the left side. Maine looking like they're buying some time, trying to find the ultimate goal here. The insurance would likely set them up for the win. Right now it's still dangerous. One little breakaway, one bad pass, one bad giveaway. The Lions could be right back in this. Good poke by the Lions. Pucks gets it to the right winger who somehow got past the defense, but he does not convert. Does not end up on the tally sheet. Final 5 minutes of regulation. Ottawa and Boston are top left-hand game. Lehigh Valley and Wilkes-Barre Scranton. That game is done. 7-2. The Lehigh Valley Phantoms take that one. Maine can't get the cross crease shot to go. Final 23 seconds here for Lethbridge. They've gone empty net, maybe just a little bit too quick. Now recovering in their own zone. Kelowna holding it right corner. The Rockets just trying to buy some time. Would love the insurance goal, and there it is. Rebound shot off to Career, and Career, a.k.a. Matvey Michkov, he is going to come up huge in the moment. So Kelowna gets some breathing room and likely the win with that one. 6-4, 11.3 seconds remaining in regulation. Final minute of regulation between Maine and Trois-Rivières. We're setting up here towards the end of the night, our final games of the night. Glad to have you here. If you're just joining us here on the Mezcast, looks like we hit 280. Glad to have everybody here. So Kelowna wins. Lehigh Valley wins. Will Maine win? That should be the first one to be decided. Nigel from Tinder, what's going on, buddy? It's been a pretty good night, man. I feel like it's been a pretty good broadcast. Had a few clip-worthy calls. So happy with that. We've had not too many blowouts. We've had a couple of overtime games. We've had a couple of hat tricks. So I mean, what really more can you ask for? And yeah, we had some nice features going on that I was able to implement. Some new things I've added while we had our break. The hat trick counter, the overtime counter. I had Stream Deck Mobile working real well, so we could kind of like zoom into one of these games individually and get a better view of it. But that's gone. The main game is gone. They officially win 3-2 over Trois-Rivières. So some questions going to be had there on the Lions side as they lose their last 2 games of the night for sure. Uncertain what happened in the first one. Boston trying to score, but no. Ottawa able to clear the zone, and they're going to win. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen. The night is wrapping up. Nice and pretty. All 4 games closed within about 2 minutes or so. I mean, that's about as tight as we're ever going to see here on the Mezcast. So it's been a great time here. Let's see where we're going to send the raid on over. We'll make that happen here before too long. Why don't we go ahead and send you on over to Bender? You're going to have some extra time with him. You got to see him play earlier in the game, but we'll send you on over to Bender, so we'll get that prepared on up for you. Want to thank everybody for joining us, no matter when you joined, whether it was at the beginning, whether it was somewhere along the way, whether it was your first time, whether you've been here every time. We love having you here on the Mezcast. As always, I am Mez. I love to shoutcast. I appreciate having you all here to hang out and enjoy the games with me, and I'll see you here on Tuesday for more games from LG, NCAA, CHL, ECHL, AHL, and NHL action. Have a good night, everybody.